Hello, our leaders. We have reached the most defining period of our country as we await the ruling of the Constitutional Court on the 2019 elections. I have noted that messages on this matter are being directed at the citizenry instead of the key players who are the political leaders in the country. The past events have shown us why people behave the way they behaved, who mobilized them, who financed them, who encouraged them, and these are the people that I want to address in this message. I am a person who has decided to stand up and make a meaningful contribution to my country without fear or favor. Saying it as it is, I am speaking as a patriot, as a believer in a larger project called Malawi, which all our destinies are bonded together. First, I will address the President of Malawi and also leader of the Democratic Progressive Party, DPP, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, APM as is fondly called by his supporters. Your Excellency, sir, it is an undisputed fact that you won the May 2019 elections according to the standing laws governing the elections management in Malawi. The issue of legitimacy of your presidency and responsibility to Malawians is unquestionable. Your Excellency, sir, it is upon you in this critical juncture that you make sure that every Malawian is safe and enjoying full rights as prescribed in the Republican Constitution. It is your full responsibility to keep in check your DPP supporters and the leadership to behave in orderly and lawful manner. Sir, I am aware that this week the court can either decide that you won the election fair and square, or the elections be nullified to either vote in a fresh election or a different roadmap. In either ruling, you still remain the president and supported by the full weight of the Constitution. Therefore, any ruling does not subjugate your responsibility to Malawi as a country and the people therein. You are the president for all Malawians, including those that oppose you, and their safety is your responsibility by any means necessary. Sir, in any event, your action within the shortest period of time after judgment is delivered will be key to pacify the divided nation. In any event, your party wins the case. You need to accommodate the dissenting views and ensure that the supporters celebrate with humility. In the event that the elections are nullified, you are duty-bound to uphold the Constitution. Second, I will address the petitioners of the case, Right Honorable Dr. Saulus Klaus Chilima, commonly called SKC by his supporters, and Right Honorable Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera, fondly called Dr. Laz by his supporters. With all the due respect, honorables, your boldness to use the constitutional right to appeal the presidential election results of May 2019 elections has defined the future of Malawi and how subsequent elections will be conducted. Let me acknowledge the gallant fight you have fought to ensure that the 2019 elections myths are cleared and truth be unveiled. You, sirs, have wanted to put to rest the doubts about the elections results and the credibility of the whole process. This coming week either will confirm your doubts on the credibility of the elections or parley away your fears that the election was stolen from you. Sirs, I seek to appeal to you both at this point in time to change the way things have been done since May 2019. The statements including Osaopa, Kukalandin Kuyo, shedding blood are what has brought Malawi to where it is today. There is a need to guarantee Malawians that at this point in time, the statements are restrained in their use. It is time you put your supporters on the right path and ensure that peace and tranquility prevail in Malawi. The pinnacle of your actions towards the election case is what is before us in the next few days. Whatever action you take, we have taken thus far has led us to this day. Sirs, I will be dishonest with myself if I don't raise my concern over your role in the events of the past 8 months after 2019 elections. I have noted that you sought justice and victory at the expense of peace. This then put a very huge responsibility on your shoulders to be accountable of your actions and those of the people around you. You need to bring the MCP-UTM structure into the right path and believe that either ruling of the court, democracy has won. You need to start understanding that the court might rule for or against you, and you should be prepared to accept the verdict either way with dignity and humility. In the event it goes against you, you still have an option to appeal to the Supreme Court. However, note that the consent statement that comes from your quarters, which suggests that the opposition you hold is either you have it or nothing. This needs to be tamed at this point in time. What is more worrying are the rogue elements within the rank and file of MCP and UTM and supporters, who believe that if the court rules against you, this country must be end. Sirs, your supporters continue to be misled to believe that in the event the court rules for you as petitioners, then automatically you are taking over the government. This needs to be dealt with, and tell your supporters that the process for you to go to Kamu's Palace will only be through a ballot and no another way. If the court finds for you, we will still go to the ballot. Any other way is chaotic and unconstitutional. This message is very critical for assurance of peace. I have also noted the messages urging your party supporters and youth to converge at the High Court in large numbers and intimidate the judges. That's unfortunate and the recipe for violence to imagine if DPP was to do the same. The best as parties could do at this point in time is to urge their supporters to stay away from the court and observe peace at all times during the time the judgment will be delivered. Presence of political party supporters will not change the verdict from the court. It is just a recipe for chaos and disaster. Therefore, I urge all the political players to advise their supporters to stay away from the court during the delivery of the verdict and only the leadership to attend the session. This is the first cure for peace, during, immediate, and aftermath of the ruling. My name is Fryson Georgie, a citizen, a patriot, a lobbyist, and a peace architect. Thank you very much. I'm